Ohayocon 2010 has come and gone, and I very quickly realized when I got home, I did not take a lot of videos. I'm not sure why. But still, I'm going to try and put something together with what I have. This will most likely be a train wreck. My convention actually began on Thursday night, when I stayed up really late working on cosplays, and only actually finishing one of them. From there, I had to pick up a friend at the airport. Or at least, an airport.
So, what airport is Keekers arriving at? Which Columbus airport? There are 2 or 3. I hope you told me the right airport. Bye.
After driving that person to the convention, I went back home, took care of what classes I had that day, passed out for a couple hours, and then drove myself to the convention. I lived close enough to it that I could simply drive back home whenever I wanted to go to sleep. The catch is, I arrived so late that the registration line had virtually spiraled out of control, or at least down several hallways. So many hallways, in fact, that I am deliberately stretching out this part of narration to just show you how long the registration line was when I got to it. What's sitting on my desk right now? Pens, glue, stamps. Is the video over yet? Okay, there we go.
Just so you can
Is this the back of the registration line? Damn.
After an encounter with a shy guy and 1 hour in the registration line, I met up with my friends, where we did the only thing we knew how to. Steal ice cream from little girls, and make fun of the movie Legion.
Adults like cheap. The reason why I have what's it? I'm begging you, cheap. Hey, it's the hatter. Are the reason why I have humanity. Cheap. Because of you, cheap. Really? Then there's Gabriel, my brother. No, seriously, he's like my brother. Single-manly.
After seeing how much trouble they were having with the lines, I decided to give it a try myself.
You, Jeep, are the reason why I still have faith in humanity.
I'm not a man, I have flabby arms.
I proceeded to demolish a personal pizza, and then this happened. Shortly thereafter, we saw these two guys carrying what appeared to be a prototype of a sleeping bag for dead people. Oh, those wacky Umbrella Corporation scientists. What will they think of next? The best part was actually right before this video was taken, when they passed by 2 Columbus police officers. Oh, the looks on their faces.
Go.
You, Jeep. You are the reason for us to have faith in humanity.
We capped off the night by serving dead cat to the entire convention. Most of the people were disgusted, but some of them were so grateful because that was one less meal they would have to pay for at the food court. It wasn't until the next day that I said to myself, hey, how come they're playing Pokemon movies on all the TVs in the Hyatt Hotel? I never did find out a clear-cut answer for this, so I'm just going to assume that France did it. It's much easier that way. After going to the North Market to indulge in meals that the food court could only dream about having, this happened. I'm not quite sure what it is, but apparently it made for good pictures. Then Darth Vader baptized a schoolgirl. Later in the food court, I saw some Street Fighter cosplayers. I didn't want to disturb them, so I'm just going to edit in the sound for this scene.
This is delicious!
At several points, we noticed people trying to form their own dance parties in the hallways. I say dance, but mostly they just jumped up and down. Meanwhile, in one of my friend's hotel rooms,
Really? you doing?
I'm sorry, I just find it appropriate that you're fixing it with a band-aid.
Oh yes, and calm. That's how we do things in the West.
After managing not to get eaten, shot, or otherwise killed by the Left 4 Dead infected and survivors, I came across the Sign of Your Awesome list. I was confused by the grammar mistake at first, and by the fact that Jesus signed it twice while Satan signed it once, before I came across another name. Sketch Turner? That guy from Comic Zone? How did he get there? I sat down with some people at the bar before I realized that I had apparently made a terrible mistake.
Excuse me, robot sir. Robot sir.
What?
Did I fucking give you permission to videotape me?
After more alcohol than I could possibly keep track of, I returned the next day to the dealer's room, where I proceeded to buy nothing. Later on, we came across Ohayocon's traveling game show, which most of the con-goers were just barely awake enough to be able to play.
Now, audience, you need to help her decide what box to pick for her prize. She can pick box 3, box pie, box I got nothing, box C, or box good prize. Pie! I knew it! And in pie, you've won yourself a DVD! Sweet! Nice. A DVD.
And I am down to my last video clip, so this will be my lasting image to you of Ohayocon 2010.
Jibble sandwich. Jibble sandwich. Jibble sandwich. Jibble sandwich.